Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mini Scroll, the daily internet culture podcast bringing you the biggest stories from social media, the creator economy, and the digital space every Monday through Thursday. I'm your host, Lauren Meisner, the founder of the youth digital media brand Centennial World. All right, we need to get right into this because there is so much to cover today. I was very mistaken that nothing really happened over the weekend. After I published that episode yesterday, Annabelle was like, there was actually quite a few things that happened over the weekend that you forgot to mention. And I had seen most of them and I just completely over my head when I was prepping. Anyways, the first thing I wanted to cover though is that I forgot in my content recap to talk about Vanderpump Villa because I am all caught up on Lisa Vanderpump's new show, Vanderpump Villa, and I have a lot of thoughts. Okay, so basically it's kind of like Below Deck meets Vanderpump Rules. And my overall consensus is that I have many issues with this show. I think it's the most overproduced and possibly scripted reality show I have actually ever seen. Maybe Selling Sunset is worse, but that's about it. For me, the main giveaways as to how this show is so produced or why this show is so produced, in my opinion, number one, Eric's character, the chateau manager, that person does not work there. He is not the manager. He has no power. And so many of the cast members keep basically saying that to us. They keep saying that in their confessionals. Well, Eric's not actually the manager. Or Eric actually doesn't have any power. Or Eric actually can't get me in trouble. And it's such a dead giveaway that he was just cast in this quote unquote role, almost like a paid actor. His character makes no sense. And the staff are truly not buying into it. The next giveaway for me that this is the most overproduced scripted show ever is how much the staff, the cast, hangs out with the guests. If I've learned anything from Below Deck, it's that the staff of a luxury experience, they are not off the clock until the guests go to bed. Whereas on this show, they'll finish dinner service and then the cast, the staff who are allegedly working for the guests, will change into their going out outfits. And then they'll party with the guests and they'll be I'm off the clock. The day is done. No, that is not how this works. I fucking know. We all know. Bravo watchers, we all know how this works because we have watched years of Below Deck. And there are so many scenes of the staff, the cast, just sitting with the guests, just hanging out, sitting there, chatting with them, drinking with them, eating with them. It makes no sense. So my belief here, what I think is actually happening is that the cast are being paid to be on a reality show, and there are actual service staff who we do not see as the audience who are taking care of everyone, including the staff, including the cast of the show. There is nothing inside me that believes that the cast that we see on this show are the only people working at that chateau. And of course, like everybody else, I cannot get over how much the show is trying to make Marciano into Jax and Hannah into Stassi. And these dynamics will never happen again because Vanderpump Rules was so authentic. These people had long-standing relationships. Everything that we saw in the first couple seasons of Vanderpump Rules was reality, genuinely authentic reality. And they're trying to manufacture that again, and it's just not working. So I actually see why Bravo said no to this show because it wasn't going to work. My concluding thoughts about this show so far is that it is absolute trash, but I will, of course, watch every single episode. Okay, on to the first story of today that I have for you guys, the first news story. So JoJo Siwa is being accused of stealing her new song, Choose Your Fighter. In the latest installment of JoJo Siwa's messy rebrand, she is being accused of stealing her new song, Choose Your Fighter. A video is circulating from Spill Sesh on TikTok that shows JoJo hosting a listening party for her new album. In the clip, JoJo plays a song called Choose Your Fighter and tells the crowd, quote, "I want you to listen for a very special ad-lib that is about one of my exes." After that video gained over 500,000 views, fans dug up a TikTok posted by another artist named Emeline, who had posted this song that she wrote back in 2022. So this has led to accusations that JoJo, quote unquote, stole Emeline's song and was basically playing it off as her own. So Emeline has actually deleted her 2022 TikTok in which she was singing the song. Presumably JoJo's album or team have asked her to, but she did comment on the situation. She wrote, quote, "Hi, 2024 fans. I'm going to make a story time soon. I actually didn't sign off on it coming out with JoJo, brackets, not her fault. If my version gets love, I can still put it out after hers. Thanks for the support. So people are basically taking this comment and saying, oh my God, she didn't even know that JoJo was going to release her song. And, this is JoJo stealing her song and playing it off as hers. I think it's way more likely that she sold her demo to JoJo's record label. And when JoJo said she wrote this song for her ex, she was referring specifically to the ad lib, because that's kind of how she said it. Like if you watch the clip back and you listen to what she says, she's like, listen for the ad lib, I wrote it about my ex. Users also claim, though, that the clip of JoJo from the listening party, you can hear Emeline singing Not JoJo in the recording. But again, the video is like 15 seconds long, so we have no idea how much JoJo is actually singing on that track. And I am no music industry expert, but apparently it is normal in this type of deal for the artist who recorded the demo initially to still be on the track, and for, JoJo or whoever kind of uses that song now gets access to that song to sing over top of it or in addition to their vocals. So I think this is a great example of the internet feeling like they are experts on things that they're not. There's a lot of people kind of going in and saying like whether this is the truth or not, like whether Emeline sold her demo or not, like JoJo shouldn't be using her song. She should be recording her own vocals. And it's like, I don't think we realize how many songs we listen to. Like all of Jennifer Lopez's catalog is like other people singing basically. Like this happens all the time. Doesn't make it right necessarily. And obviously the music industry has a lot of issues, and they can be quite predatory with how they treat artists and songwriters and everyone involved in the artistry of it. But it's just like the business of music, and we don't know the business of music. Like we're not experts on that. When it comes to this song, Emeline even said this is not JoJo's fault. Okay, the next story I have for you guys. Strap in, this is a big one. There is some drama. I'm sorry to bring this up again, but there is some drama between Adam McIntyre, Todrick Hall, and Colleen Ballinger. Okay, so all of this started a few weeks ago when Todrick Hall started defending Colleen Ballinger against the manipulation and grooming allegations on social media. Over the years, Todrick has encountered his share of criticism. Notably, in 2019, allegations surfaced from his former assistant, who shared documents claiming Todrick's involvement in a sexual harassment lawsuit. Additionally, several dancers have accused him of failing to compensate all the individuals involved in his music videos and productions. He has also long been friends with Colleen, where the two actually faced backlash for a now-deleted clip of them poking fun at a homeless person. Todrick was actually like a YouTuber, I believe, first. At least that's how I knew him. So if you don't know who he was like a YouTuber, or he's like a singer, performer, but like used YouTube to help build his following and his career like that back in the day. He's also been friends over the years with Taylor Swift. That's like one of his claims to fame. So that's kind of who he is. On March 28th, Todrick posted an Instagram video of Colleen performing in Waitress on Broadway back in 2019. Todrick actually starred alongside her in this. When social media users started criticizing him for posting about Colleen, he expressed his unwavering support for her in a series of Instagram comments. Across the comments, he essentially accused Adam McIntyre, of lying, criticized anyone who fed into Colleen's cancellation, and called the claims against her dramatic. One of his comments said, quote, "Might as well throw Jeffrey Dahmer and Hitler in while you're at it. My point is, yes, I still think that all people, even murderers, should be given the opportunity for redemption." Even Hitler? What the fuck? Okay. In reference to Adam's content, Todrick wrote, quote, "We watched his videos, still not enough for a reason to disown my friend and not love her." So this led many users to flood his comment section in defense of Adam and other ex-fans who have come forward. And Todrick questioned their experiences and protected Colleen. He wrote, quote, "I don't know what grooming children means to you, but I think it implies something much more malicious than what happened. And terms that imply a mother of three would do something sexual, brackets. Again, I know that that's not its only definition, but it is what it implies. And if that were true, she would be in jail right now, not making rocks on YouTube, then maybe I'd agree with you. But even still, we can agree to disagree." Adam later made a video addressing Todrick's comments and debunking his claims, concluding in the video with, quote, "I think Todrick's a loser. I think Colleen's a loser. I think they're all pathetic." The video was well received by viewers, with many sending support to Adam. But most recently, Todrick has found himself in another controversy after creating a GoFundMe to help his family after their home burned down. Some fans are upset that Todrick is asking fans for financial help when he seemingly has the privilege and financial means to support them in some way. Quote, "The GoFundMe for $10K for his parents' house that caught fire is just like, what? Todrick doesn't have $10K to fix his family's home, but he has enough for a G-Wagon and a mansion in LA. He's in a transitional period, so he needs to beg his fans, who are less wealthy than him, to pony up $10K in donations." Honestly, one of the more pathetic things I've heard in the last year, one user commented on Adam's video. Another user tweeted, quote, "Todrick Hall posted a GoFundMe asking strangers for $10K for his family house that burned down, but then hosted his birthday party last night where he had horses and a petting zoo. Like, ... So Todrick addressed the GoFundMe earlier today on Instagram with a statement. Quote, "I struggle sometimes to decide whether or not to address controversy, but in my experience, saying nothing allows the internet to paint your narrative, and I'm not interested in allowing that anymore. I just want to be crystal clear. I would never spend money that my fans raised during a traumatic time for my family on my birthday party," he wrote. I don't really think that's what people were implying. I don't think that people thought that he was using the GoFundMe money to pay for his birthday party. I think they were saying if you can afford a petting zoo and horses at your birthday party, then you can probably, like this one user said, pony up $10K. But we don't know his situation. I also think there were rumors or like allegations a few years ago that he wasn't paying his rent on his LA mansion. So I think this is a case of celebrities or famous people aren't as wealthy as we think they are. That's a common misconception that we see a lot online. If you have any ounce of fame, like people think that like anybody that has ever been on TV one time is really wealthy, and that's just not the truth. So I don't know about that, but I know that Todrick Hall remains problematic. And the last story that I have for you guys today is that Billie Eilish has announced her new album just days after putting her entire following list on her close friends. So on Instagram today, Billie has revealed that her third studio album, titled Hit Me Hard and Soft, will come out on May 17th. Quote, "So crazy to be writing this right now. I'm nervy and excited. Not doing singles. I want to give it to you all at once. Phineas and I could not be more proud of this album, and we absolutely can't wait for you to hear it. Love you, love you, love you." So this announcement comes just days after she put her entire Instagram following list on her close friends and gained over 8 million followers because of this marketing move. However, this album announcement didn't come without its hiccup. Rolling Stone magazine actually leaked the album's track list in an online article after Billie announced the album. She took to Instagram to blast the publication on her stories, writing "fuck Rolling Stone" with a clown emoji, and then in another story she wrote "fuck you guys at Rolling Stone." Both Billie and Rolling Stone have removed their stories. That, I think, is just, yeah, that sucks. That is just not okay. I think I'm going to hope that the Rolling Stone leak, I didn't see the article, so I don't know exactly how it was written. I'm going to hope that it was, maybe sent in some type of press release and there was an embargo that the journalist or the editor just missed, and they thought it would be okay to publish the track list. Like album leaks and song leaks and all of that kind of stuff happen all the time in the industry, but for a mainstream publication, like a reputable publication, to be doing that to an artist, no. No. I'm going to assume, I'm out here giving people the benefit of the doubt today, but I'm going to assume that was an honest mistake. Anyways, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for listening to Mini Scroll. Please remember to rate, review, and subscribe. It helps me so much. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.